Okay. Testing. This is odd. What the fuck is going on, OBS? Okay, that's on, but not the webcam. Okay, there's the webcam. Fuck off, Casper Sky. I don't need my antivirus right now. I need to get Synchro open so I have my chat on screen. I should be live again. Okay, I'm back. I'm not certain if anyone's already in the chat yet or everything, but I am back. I should be live. I'm just fixing up everything right now that I've got to fix up. That was, oh, my hand tracking is still on. There's that. Warthunder is in the process of booting, and I've got to get the Synchro back open to get my chat on screen again. Bum ba da ba 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 ba. That was unexpected. I am back. I am back. Hello. Hello again. There we go. We're on the chat box is on screen. Yeah, hey, I'm back up. We're waiting for Warthunder to download a patch now, apparently. Or maybe it needs to verify some files because of what just happened. So the power cord for my PC just snapped. Like a twig. It just, like, it snapped like someone snapping a Kit Kat bar. Thankfully, I have an ammo tin, a 50 cal ammo tin behind my bed that is just full of all these sorts of PC cords, just in case of shit I'd suddenly need a spare PC cord. Oh, let's just get the chat music up. Yeah. Okay, we're waiting for Warthunder to boot right now and fix up what it's got to fix up, and then we'll get back to it. Bro pressed F to repair. Kind of. Yeah, I had parts. I had researched parts. People think I'm weird for having like fucking boxes full of every fucking cord under the sun. There we go. I need to tell Steam to not download patches for every game that needs a patch. Yeah, that was unexpected. Yeah, I kept accidentally hitting the power cord with my foot because my PC is literally under my desk right at where my feet is. I've adjusted the position a bit. I don't think I'm going to hit the power cord again anytime soon. I was expecting like an unplug or something, it to be accidentally unplugged or something, because I've had that happen off stream. But no, the cord snapped. That was fucking weird. And apologies to anyone who got an ad break now, but I don't know. I don't know. As I said, I've moved the PC somewhat, so now there's a pillar for the desk in between me and the cord. So I'll just kick the fucking power supply itself, because there's no side panel on this PC for improved cooling at the moment. I really need to get the money together so I can fucking redo this room so I can move the PCs out from under the desk. God, it's taking forever to connect to the server. It saved the squad. Although now, now, what's his name? Xander is now the squad leader. Yeah, heat can't go through fences. I'm ready. I've hit ready. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reorganize everything after you guys are out of the match. So I'll just mill about in hangar for a bit and fill. I can't wait for the M1296. You're gonna be a very fun vehicle for me. Especially with that giant fucking tire on the front, which I guarantee eats people's shots. Oh God, I'm still sleepy. Yeah, it's a great fucking vehicle, and it's one of those things where it's like, why didn't we use more of these fuckers? Especially with how much elevation the gun has. It's perfect for mountain environments. Ooh. I'm dragooning it. Well, we're nearly halfway to the T-34. That's some good news. And that's also going to be me losing a shit ton of fucking Silver Lions when what happens. And I can't just buy the fucking things, because that would be using Golden Eagles, annoyingly. Whew. Why is desktop audio unmuted? I don't need two copies of the same audio. Ooh. Well, I'm actually just going to hit my BRB real quick for a second. Well, just because I do need to go to the loo, so I might as well take this opportunity. Enjoy my BRB music. I'm back. Yeah, we use the term loo for the bathroom as well as the British. It's almost as if we're a former British colony. I wouldn't call it Far Cry 5-esque, but I can see why someone else might. The bright side is the bitrate for stream is now much more stable than it was before, which is surprising. Oh, we're still waiting. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's something I should bring up for the new people as well. We also do watch-alongs in my community in the Discord server on Thursdays at 8 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time, so about 20 minutes from now tomorrow. For this week's watch-alongs, in memory of the late Chuck Norris, we're watching the Missing in Action trilogy. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Oh. No wonder why it's taking forever. I mean, this is never fucking accurate, but it's still something. Anyway, I've got to go fix my door because I forgot to close my door properly because I'm an idiot. And I'm back. Why everyone playing the BMPT? Because it's OP, please nerf still to this day. No. Not right now, we'll give it a bit longer. We'll wait till it hits the 5-minute mark, then we'll ask you to change. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, that's basically it. It's completely OP. It's at way too low a BR, and the attacker ATGMs are way too durable. As I've mentioned every time it's brought up, I know people who have experience with the attacker ATGMs, and basically they cannot survive one round of 50 cal going through them. But in War Thunder, they can survive 2. Yeah, borderline invincible. If it was a higher BR, so that it only came up against the really, really high-end tanks, and if the attackers were as fragile as they are in real life, read a single burst of the machine gun could eliminate the ATGMs, it would be a much more balanced vehicle. All right, now I think we should try. You should try changing nation. Artium. Yeah, it should not be it should be 11.7. It should be an 11.7 vehicle. If not, it should be full on top tier. Yeah, I can't. I can't stop the readiness queue. It's gonna be squad lead who stops the readiness queue, and I'm not squad lead at the moment. So it's on for Xander to stop the queue. $14.7. Yeah, it might be a good idea to try and give me squad lead. Oh, we just gotta get match. We just got a match, so it doesn't matter at the moment. Yeah, precisely. That's the way of things, isn't it? Oh, let's give up. Boom, we suddenly get a match. Yeah, I figured as much. No, I'm seeing fucking... I'm seeing fucking ERA. Oh my god, I am so fucking useless. we're in for a... We're in for a time. Zone's captured. Let's get out of the fucking artillery. Well, I took out whoever that was. What's that I took out? A BMP-1 with a... That was a bit of Malutka that I saw flying from it. Out of my way, Bush, so I can see. Is everyone? Those fences. So I cannot do anything if there's a fence in the way.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that advice, Halo Crit. That is actually a great point. Where is it? Okay, I can't move that without opening stream elements, so what we're gonna do just for today is we're just gonna toggle that off, and I'm just gonna zoom myself in a little and move my cute little face down, and the unnamed Quokka mascot will just be toggled off for the rest of the stream. That was the wrong toggle. That was, but that is a very good suggestion. That is a very good suggestion, Halo. Thank you very much for that. That is a very good idea. Yeah, this will work a lot better when I actually have a proper widget for the chat instead of just for the multi-chat instead of just capturing the window like I currently am. The widget just won't fucking work for me. It's supposed to have a widget. The fun of multi-streaming when every single thing that's meant to make it easy just decides to not work for you and you in particular. There we go. Oh, I just got bombed. Well, this is technical issues for stream, isn't it? My mouse is low on power, and so now it's fucking, being a pain with connectivity issues. I am Australian, so I'm legally required to say that it's good. If you don't know, Hawaiian style pizza is the most popular flavor in Australia.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map.
With meat lovers being a very close second. Personally, I prefer meat lovers. Oh, of course the charging cord. It's just not gonna behave for me, is it? Trust me, there's weirder pizzas out there than what the Swedes make. I mean, do you put bacon, eggs, and hash browns on a pizza? Because we do. we fucking do. So, Donna meat on a pizza. That actually sounds pretty decent. Not gonna lie. For all this scare that we're in such a massive up tier, we are absolutely doing well. I mean, yeah, I've only got one ground kill, but that's because I've been really focusing on keeping the point. And I've been fuck-assing around with my mouse, because it's, was starting to lose power and have connectivity issues. what cord I don't have a duplicate of in my stash of many cords? The fucking power cord for my mouse. Guess what cable is on its last legs? The power cord for my mouse. I literally ordered new power cords for my mouse fucking this morning for this very reason. No problem. Well, Among Us is out. I'm not squad lead at the moment, though, so I'm going to need to be given squad lead if I'm going to add anyone else to squad. Hey, if you're so long as you're actually trying to accomplish something and not just ignoring the entire map to farm kills, you're good. I'm gonna shrink myself a little and move myself down a little bit. There we go. I was a bit big. I was feeling it was making me feel egotistical. There we go. Now, hello, gear. I'm gonna need your Warthunder username. I am still frazzled from everything that's happened so far. No, I'm now out of energy drink. Means now it's time to switch to water. Delicious, delicious water. There we are. Invite to squad, add friend. 7.7 or anything in that general vicinity. I'm actually at 7.3. We were being dragged up by let me just remember what his name was on Twitch, Xander, and Xander's left. So if you want to, so it's up to you where you want to go. I don't mind staying up at 7.7 though. Oh, here's the bug report for the fucking patch that downloaded. Why I was rebooting. Well, we'll stick to 7.7 then. I do not want to be at Zoomer meme number. I've spent too long at Zoomer meme number. And yes, I am dodging saying that fucking 2 numbers. Well, of course we get into this match. The second I have to start adjusting my seating. That's my towel. Alright, I'll fix that up after this round then. Yeah, it's much faster when there's only 2 nations in the squad. Yeah, there's a reason I'm not saying those numbers. Right, I'm heading to Alpha because that's where I always go on this map. I like fighting round the bunker. Germany, US, and Soviet Union in the same squad would equal a, like, 1 hour fucking queue to get into a match, not gonna lie. Could be great fun, but when we get into the match, but good luck getting the match. Well, that was disappointing.
Captured a zone.
Actually, I'm going to stop for a second again. There's my mouse cursor. There we go. Yeah. Now you can see the mini-map. I might even save this as a special position and use this as the basis for Warthunder streams for the future. And there I am wasting a shell as I try to make certain Warthunder is on control again. Yeah, but now you can also see the mini-map. Have fun being stuck down there, Tiger. Yeah, enjoy, mouse. I just tracked the mouse. Oh god, he is livid because that thing takes forever to fucking repair its tracks. Oh, he's facing backwards so I can fuck his transmission up too. What the fuck is even shooting me? NXM4. I want to see that where that thing's fucking shooting me from. Where are you? You've been shooting. Oh my god! I am very impressed. I am impressed, sir.
Most of the zones are taken by the enemy.
Up, Jeff. I'm dead. Yay! I fucking hate AT. That's a 7.7. Bullshit! It's a Milan! It's got a Milan! It should be 8.0. No vehicle with a Salcos ATGM should be lower than 8.0. lot harder to move the mouse quickly when I've got this stiff-ass half-broken cable. You can almost be mistaken for thinking I'm good at SPAA. We are flipping the match on them now, but we don't have to deal with a mouse. Fucking bullshit that there's a fucking martyr. Oh, we've got the Rattel on our team, so at least we have our own bullshit ATGM carrier. Welcome back, Aaron. We had the stream go down for a bit earlier when a power cord for my PC snapped. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
To the designated grid zone. Stay in the B point.
Guns up, free to play, shoot, strategy. There's only apparently the PC version's been shut down, leaving only a mobile version, and I don't play mobile games. So sadly I can't, which is a pity, because from the screenshots I was seeing, it actually looked like a decent little free-to-play game. Both of us. Okay, I've got to hit my BRB screen real quick while I fix something in the calibration that's a bit off. I'll be right back. Welcome in, Raiders! What timing? What wonderful timing! I'm General Chat, Supreme Commander of the Chat Army, here to lead the international war on boredom. I was only going BRB to tweak some settings in VTube Studio, so I could just come back straight back, thankfully. Oh, welcome in. Yeah, I'm General Chat, Supreme Commander of the Chat Army, here to lead the international war on boredom, and one day come up with a better intro for myself. Yes, that is a permanent part of my intro. Thank you, Malicious, over on Kick, for the hydrate reminder. And to introduce everyone to my challenge that I do on Warthunder, I am doing a free-to-play grind challenge. I am not allowed to use these backups that I have, which means I am actually out of vehicles for the match. And just realized the join in text is not up, and it's got to be relocated now that I've relocated the chat window. There's a good spot for it. Yes, I very much adapt my streaming setup on the fly.
The enemy will win.
But yeah, I'm doing a free-to-play grind challenge. I'm not allowed to use any pay-to-win features, even when they give it to me for free. And I have to go from the reserve of the American Tech Tree to the research booster via SEP V2. If that sounds like, it's kind of torture, well, you have no idea the suffering I've endured. Gotta use my fucking toggle sometime. Anywho, yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Right, so Lou is still up, who I am playing with. Right, so currently we are spectating Xander, who's in the Twitch chat with me, who is playing along with us. I'm going to keep following the my viewers who are in the game with me. We have one slot open, by the way, if anyone wants to join. Until Hanger, and then when we're done, I'll fix up my adjustment with my calibration for VTube Studio. Basically, it's got me looking to the left when I'm actually looking directly at my monitor, so I want to try and fix that. And thank you very much for the follow, Yuzakai. Thank you. I will also warn everyone, I am a bit sleepy this stream, so I'm also usually a bit more energetic than this. Although I'm not like a super energetic streamer anyway, I'm more of a chill streamer to begin with. Oh, that's disappointing. Right, who else have we got? We all out? Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, my model papa worked very hard on it, as he is also working very hard on the second costume, which will be debuting very early in May. In May 7th is my streaming anniversary, and to celebrate my anniversary, I am debuting my second costume on May 7th. That wasn't the idea, Alcyone, I don't exactly know how to pronounce your name. We have, I just let people pick whatever nation they want to pick, and unless it takes like 10 minutes to get in a match, I don't boss them around about what they play with. It's the only time I start getting pissy about people playing stuff that's inconvenient, as if it's taking forever to get into a match. Alright, I am going to hit my BRB screen real quick and fix this calibration. And I'm back. It was that simple, people. Anyway, this is where I hold out for a little bit and open the offer for anyone who wants to join in. The offer is completely open, even to you, Raiders. Basically, I've never had to refuse anyone joining yet, and I hope I never have to refuse anyone joining ever. I'm very happy I haven't had anyone troll me for keeping the squad open. So we're just going to bill about Hanger for a little bit, just give people time to speak up and account for stream delay, and then we'll go straight back into the grind. Currently, I am halfway to unlocking the T-34. I'm not that fussed about it because I am a light tank main, but I kind of have to grind this line if I want to get the SEP V2. Yeah, I got raided. Hello, Gee. Yeah, I don't see why more Warthunder streamers don't do open lobbies. Personally, I am also very open to, like, dumb shit, like dragging me all the way up to top tier with whatever lineup I've got. It's supposed to be a good heavy tank. The issue is it's a heavy tank, and I don't like heavy tanks at all. I like very fast vehicles with guns that can absolutely mess people up, but no fucking armor. Only solid shot. You're not making a good case for it, Hologi. But yeah, I'm waiting till I have the T-32 before I and the M103 unlocked before I research for Sheridan, which is the vehicle I want the most at the moment. But because it will drag me all the way up to 8.0, I don't want to go for it straight away. Which is a damn shame, because I really, really want the Shillelagh, because in War Thunder, the Shillelagh actually works. IRL, this missile was a piece of shit that never fucking worked. And killed the entire gun launcher concept as a weapon system. In-game, we assume everything works as intended. So, it's actually a really fucking good weapon system. Yeah, I've had plenty of people tell me it is a good tank. And I have no reason not to believe them. It is based on the Pershing. It's just that, as I said, I'm not a heavy tank fan. Yes, Speedy Boys all the way. What's great, what's even better than a Speedy Boy is a Speedy Boy with an autocannon. Well, the thing with the Terminator is the attackers do actually work. They are actually a pretty good fucking missile. The complaint I have with the attackers in War Thunder is you can hit them with 2 rounds of 50 cal and they're still able to fire. Whereas I've spoken to people who've fought on both sides of the Ukrainian conflict right now, and they've told me, yeah, that fucking attacker missile, you hit that thing with a 30 cal, it's fucked. Like, it's not surviving a 50 cal. You hit that missile with a 50 cal, the missile's done for. If you did that and increase the BR of the Terminator by 1 BR point, the vehicle would probably be balanced. Yeah. If you ever want to see me suffer, look up the VOD of the stream where I unlocked the T95. Because when I did that, I had a agreement from when I started streaming that when I unlocked the T95, the first stream afterwards would be dedicated to it. And I had to use it as the first vehicle of every match for that stream. That was not a fun 5 hours. We're still waiting on... Right now, we're waiting on Hologi to finish tweaking his setup. The IRL gun wobble occurs when you fire both guns at once. If you only fire one gun at a time, it doesn't do that. And War Thunder has you only fire one gun at a time. I think you should have the option of firing both guns at once and having the fucking gun wobble, though. Because it's fucking hilarious. Alright, to queue. Zusukaze, welcome in, welcome in. Yes! It's the grenade on my shirt. Ba ba bum 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 ba da da da. Oh. I'm Australian. We eat Hawaiian pizza all the time. You can literally get Hawaiian pizzas as frozen pizzas in our supermarket. in some smaller supermarkets, it's the only frozen pizza in stock because it's that popular in Australia. Hawaiian pizza is the most popular flavor of pizza in Australia, with meat lovers in a very close second. Right, this is going to take a while, this wait, because we do have Soviets and the US in the same lineup. So, yeah, back to milling about and chatting. Yeah, but you don't have breakfast pizza in Sweden. If you're not familiar with breakfast pizza... Oh, shit, my audio's unbalanced again. Yay! For those of you who don't know who raided in, my stream crashed earlier. And by stream crashed, I mean the power cord for my PC snapped when I put my toe on it. And I had to go get a spare power cord and restart stream. There we go. So sound levels are all off and the OBS setup's all weird. You do have breakfast pizza, so you put bacon, eggs, and hash browns on a pizza. No, we've still got room among us if you want to come back in. Doo-doop. Where are you? Yeah, I just sent the invite. Alright, I'll just rescind the invite then. So we can go back to the queue. Yeah, it does come from Canada. It was named Hawaiian pizza though because pineapple was associated with Hawaii because the Dole Fruit Company, which was based out of Hawaii's biggest selling product, was pineapple. That's where they were getting the pineapples for the pizza, was from the Dole Fruit Company. Dole also makes a dairy-free ice cream replacement product for the Disney company called Dole Whip, which is very nice. Dole Whip was invented by the Dole Fruit Company on the request of the Disney Corporation, who wanted a dairy-free ice cream alternative to serve at Disney World for people who are lactose intolerant. Oh yeah, we have mincemeat on the breakfast pizzas too, typically sausage mince. Yeah, our breakfast pizzas are sausage mince, sometimes actually just whole sausages, depending on the place. Bacon, eggs, tomato paste, cheese, and hash browns. We also sometimes put beetroot on pizzas. But that's because we put beetroot on just about everything here in Australia. Which annoys the crap out of me, because I actually am one of the few Australians who doesn't like beetroot. So yeah, the Hawaiian and Hawaiian pizza does technically come from the state, but it didn't originate in Hawaii. It was a Greek immigrant to Canada who invented it in Canada, and then it somehow ended up in Australia, where it went on to become our most popular flavor. Which is made all the funnier by the fact that we have one of the largest Italian diasporas in the world. So we have lots of Italian cooking here in Australia, and yet it took off very well. Particularly amongst our Italian diaspora, is one of the most popular flavors. Meanwhile, the Italian diasporas of the rest of the world go, "Oh my god, pineapple on pizza, heresy!" And the Italian diaspora in Australia is like, "No, mate, that's fucking delicious." Then again, the Australian-Italian diaspora is very used to mixing cuisines with their Italian food, with food that isn't Italian. Chicken Parmesan originates in Australia from our Italian community, who were trying to create as close as they could to Italian food, but the local butchers in Melbourne at the time, during the Melbourne Gold Rush, were all Austrians. Were all Austrian immigrants. So all the cuts of meat they got were the style that were popular in Austria, and so it sort of all got mixed together, and that's how we got Chicken Parmesan. Yeah, from what I've been hearing from my Nordic viewer, from my Nordic audience, which I have a lot of for some reason, I would probably very much like a lot of Nordic pizza flavors. We seem to have similar tastes in pizza as the Nordic countries here in Australia. Come on, get my engine up. I'm not even that upset. What fun fact? If you're talking about the fun fact redeems, you redeem the redeem and I tell you a fun fact off the top of my head. Oh, what a fun fact. Yeah, there's a... Yeah, I'm a fond of fun facts. That's why I have a fun fact redeems.
Our victory is near.
Can I get up there? No, I cannot. At least not that way. I can this way. Don't worry, being active in chat as you are, you'll get there in no time. The fun fact redeems are intentionally very cheap. Off-brand little tism dino. That fucking name. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow, Private. Yes, I do call my community my privates. Alcione, thank you very much for the first. Technically, it's not first this stream because I had to restart the stream, but thank you for redeeming the first anyway. That is a name. That is a name.
We've been hit.
Oh, I'll check that out right now. Your turret. Nice. That is a good. That is a good design. All right, back to match. I'll bring the heavy tank. As I was saying, welcome in, Private. Yes, I do call my community my privates. Yes, that does sometimes result in sex jokes. Ugh, it's so slow.
I told you we should have bought more than 3 bullets.
That one really makes sense for me in War Thunder, that sound alert, because I only bring my ready rack. I don't bring any more ammo than fits in what fits in my ready rack. Yeah, my sound alerts were very, very well curated. I do have a few more on the way. They're implemented, I just have to actually set them to active. Oh my god, it's so slow. Oh shit, the capping point. I'm heading to point. What's scary, in my opinion, is the fact that my fucking ready rack is on the fucking left cheek of the turret. So there's no way for me to position so I don't have ammo pointing at the enemy. Because that's why I bring so little ammo, is I very much bring only what I need so that there's no ammo racks for the enemy to hit, and if I need more, I go to a fucking capture point and wait. I do love this feature that I can just hit O and see the inside. I mean, if I was in something like the Chieftain, which separates the inert part of the rounds from the parts that go boom and keeps the parts that go boom in a fireproof fucking container, then I might bring more than my ready rack, but unfortunately I don't have such a well-designed vehicle at the moment. It's so slow. It's so slow. I hear a gas turbine engine. That is very scary. Oh, I'm screwed. I don't know if that's... Did the Vickers Mark III use a gas turbine? It sounds like a gas turbine. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Vickers MBT Mark III. Let's go to battle. Is an SPAA. Engine. No, it's a Detroit it's just a basic Detroit diesel 12-cylinder. It sounded like a gas turbine, but I don't know. Maybe fucking Gaijin's just reusing the audio from the Chieftain. I wouldn't put it past them. Oh yeah, it's a turbocharged engine, but it does not sound like a turbocharged engine. As I said, it sounded more like a gas turbine. I don't know why I got teamwork for there, but okay. that was scary. Yeah, I know, no, but but I wouldn't. You'd think they would reuse it from the sound from another diesel engine. But I wouldn't put it past them to just go, it's a British tank, so we'll just use the sound from a similar British tank from the era, which would be the Chieftain. And the chieftain, if I remember correctly, used a gas turbine. I am game to play top tier air if you will fucking buy my way up there. I do not have any vehicles with which to play top tier air at the moment. Where are you? Where are you? Fuck.
Attention to the designated grid square. Roger, advancing!
But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I very much dislike air combat in War Thunder. I don't like the way the planes control. The way I've described it is it's too arcadey for me to enjoy it as a simulator and too simulator-y for me to enjoy it as an arcade experience. Yeah, I'm very aware of BVR and missile control and whatnot. I play DCS. I have spent over $1,000 on DCS packs.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Automotive fun fact. Give me a sec to think of one. A historic fun fact. All of them are somewhat historic. That's the thing. I'm trying to think of what to go with. Because I'm also trying not to repeat one I've already said, and the ones that are coming to mind right now are ones I know I've said before. Just like that. Yep. There's your invite, Tobago, Among Us, yada yada. What should I go? Oh, Chrysler. Back in the 1960s, Chrysler was testing a gas turbine-powered road car. As one of the selling points for the road car, their gas turbine car, they were demonstrating that it could run off absolutely any flammable liquid, meaning there was no concerns over fuel issues. They demonstrated this by when they took the car to Mexico, running it on tequila. When they took the car to France, they demonstrated this by running it on Chanel No. 5 perfume. In America, they would demonstrate it by running it on kerosene or petrol or diesel. The reason the car ended up not going to production, however, is simply because petrol was so cheap in the United States, there was no market for a car that could run on anything other than petrol. As a Mexican running a car on tequila sounds cool. Yeah, I know, right? Gas turbine engines can literally run on any flammable liquid you throw in them. They would be super useful right now with how geopolitics is going. Noob Shoots 777. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna be shooting the shit for a while because we have 4 nations in our squad, so it's gonna be a while before it finds us a match. How are you? How are you? Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba ba ba. Yeah. Oh, another part of the Chrysler gas turbine car fun fact, there is one running example that still exists. Yep, no problem. We'll get you, we'll leave queue for a bit so you can change to the US, so it's one less, nation. They don't affect it a lot, but they do still affect it among us. But not as much as having a Soviet player lineup was. Maximilian VT, welcome in, welcome in, Raiders. I'm General Chat, Supreme Commander of the Chat Army, here to lead the international war on boredom, and one day come up with a better intro for myself. Yes, that is a permanent part of my intro. We're just waiting for the squad to finish organising their tanks, and then we're going to hop straight back into the battles and the grind. For everyone who's new here and doesn't know what I do on this channel, I do a free-to-play Warthunder grind where I'm not allowed to use a single pay-to-win feature, even when they're given to me for free. This, yeah, I'm a bit of a stutterer. So, yeah, I'm not allowed to use my Golden Eagles. I'm not allowed to use vehicle backups. I'm not allowed to use premium vehicles. It's an experience. It's an experience. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, I've seen. I've seen what you've shown, Hello Gee, on the Warthunder channel. That is a hell of a fuck. Oh my god, I would not want to get jump scared by that mid-match. That is an experience. I have played Halo 2 before, Maxi. I'm not the biggest Halo fan, believe it or not. Despite the fact that I do want to, sometime in the not too distant future, do a co-op playthrough of the mainline games. But that's gonna have to wait till my Discord issues are sorted so I can do proper collabs again. But I have seen that you've been doing it, and I'm glad you're enjoying them. For me, Halo just never really hit that hard because I was already used to the quality of PC first-person shooters when it came out. All right, there we go. Make every saddle at 5,000. They're not going up that expensive among us. They're going to be hitting 750 when it's the channel is regularly busy enough for that to worry. By the way, Among Us warning about which rule number was it? I think it's rule 4. I know you're trying to be friendly and whatnot. I'm not that upset, but just remember rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rule 2. Just a Rule 2 reminder. Hello, Gee. Weaponry fun fact. During the development of the Galil, one of the issues that that the Israeli weapons industries had when developing the original Balashnikov prototype was finding 5.56 rifle barrels that were readily available. Yeah, it was Rule 2. Yeah, finding 5.56 rifle barrels that were readily available. This issue was preventing them from completing a prototype of the Balashnikov. No, it's not the name of the bottle opener, but I have a video of the bottle opener. During the development, what ended up happening was a bunch of other rifles were presented for examination and testing. One of the other rifles that was offered was the Stoner 63 by the Cadillac Gauge Company. And the Stoner 63 is a modular rifle with a bunch of interchangeable features. And so IWI literally swiped the barrels from the Stoner 63 that were given over for testing the Stoner 63's interchangeable modular features and used those barrels on the original Balashnikov prototypes. They just nicked them and said, thank you. That's where they got the barrels for the Balashnikov. Oh yeah, so Offbeat Scout, you've predicted what my first scripted video is about. I've been working on scripted long form content for a while, but it hasn't debuted yet. And guess what my scripted long form content first video is about? It's about that fucking bottle opener. It's the story of why there's a bottle opener on the Galil. Yeah, that was actually supposed to have debuted by now, but I forgot to record an ending card for the video and had the flu, so I had to wait till I got over the flu before I could record the ending card. Soon, Among Us, soon. And basically, by the time I was over the flu, I only just recently fully got over the flu, and I've recorded the ending card, but now I'm very close to the refreshed channel logo being finished. I've got a logo artist working on the on a refresh of the channel logo, so I'm waiting for them to finish up so that the video will have the new branding as well. It's in a ready-to-release state. I could release it at any time, but I really... we're so close to the new channel logo, I might as well wait. Yeah, we'll start thinking of stuff to do with custom match. I will say, if you're in my Discord server, I have a suggestions box. A channel for you to just post stuff you would suggest for me. You can suggest just about anything in there. I would recommend, if you are excited for the idea of custom battles, suggest ideas of what we could do for the custom battles in the suggestion box. Oh, yeah. It can be scary, seeing a rifle. Suddenly seeing a rifle in front of you. So I live next to a military base. Yeah, understandable. Understandable, Among Us. Yeah, so I live next to a military base, and sometimes late at night I get lost if I'm chasing an animal that's gotten loose in the paddock or something. I've accidentally wandered onto the base about 6 times, and I've been in the dark shining the torch around looking for whatever lost animal I'm trying to get back to its pen, and then just turn around and shine the torch and just to see members of the ADF pointing rifles at me. Thankfully, they're very understanding, and we've shot the shit about it a few times. Yeah, 6 times I've accidentally wandered onto that fucking military. You'd think they'd put up a fence. You'd think they would put up a fence by now. The React Slop channel. So basically, to practice my video editing skills, I wanted to do a React Slop stream where I just react to things people throw at me, videos and whatnot, and then I can edit that down into a React video. The React Slop channel is there for you to put links. No one put any fucking links, so nothing. So it hasn't happened. Let's, okay, we're going to Charlie. Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole point of it. Philippines got some unique... Oh, I've seen the Filipino M16s.
Striker ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
Yeah, I've seen some weird fucking M16s from the Philippines. Yeah, that's the idea behind the React Slop, is we get a catalogue of videos to react to, like 2 or 3 hours worth, and then I do a stream where I just react to the videos and edit it down into a React video, just to practice my editing skills. As stated, no one bloody posted anything in there when I put the message in the Discord. Not a short 5 or 6 minute video. Although maybe we'll get shorts from it. I do need to get on top of my shorts editing. Such as that one where I got that funny one from the Holdfast stream. Yeah, being shy as a kid, you miss so many opportunities. Basically anything that's not going to violate Twitch TOS. And is on YouTube, ideally. Like, if it's not, I'm not suddenly going to fucking BitChute mid-stream just to watch one video. So, yeah, anything that, no, that one's up on YouTube, I believe. I believe that one's up on YouTube. I know it's up on Twitch. I'm talking about the bit of the Holdfast stream where it was the start of match. They fired the cannon at our ships, and the cannonball hit me and nothing else. It's already on the Twitch clips. I don't know if I have exported it to YouTube yet. Wow, I've absolutely... This has been a terrible start to a match. Now I've got to wait for... Yes, I actually edited your clip because the timing was a little off for comedic effects, so I actually tweaked it from your edit. But it still helps a lot even if you don't perfectly get the timing, because it means I don't have to troll through like 5 hours of VOD to find a particular moment. Just talk to him. Like, say, hey, I'm interested in firearms. Is there anything we could... Is there any way you can help with that interest? You'll be surprised. No, you actually cut it a little too early. I actually extended the cut so that there's a bit of a time for my giggle reaction. But also you started it a little too early, so there's not enough time for someone watching it to jerry what the hell it is they're watching. That was the main thing I tweaked, was extending the start a little. But yeah, the thing I need to get in the Holdfast stream is the bit where the cannon fires and hits me, just me, and no one but me. Mutual death. Like, remember that moment where I got decapitated by the cannonball, basically? Even if I don't put that one up on YouTube Shorts, I need to clip that because that's going in the channel trailer. As stated, if you know someone who has access to stuff you're interested in, talk to them. You never know what can happen. That's how I finally got to see the original theatrical release of Excalibur, which is one of my favorite movies. And it never got until very recently. It never had a home release in the original aspect ratio. Our specialist media house just released the film in its original aspect ratio on home release for the very first time. And when I say just released, I mean my copy that I pre-ordered hasn't even shipped yet. Officially it's out, but my pre-ordered copy still hasn't shipped yet. Yeah, but I used to have to go all the way to fucking Newcastle if I wanted to see that in its original aspect ratio. Hide, hide, hide! Well, rip. I forget which stream that was. I'm gonna have to look into it because I want to fucking clip that and put that in the fucking put that in the channel trailer because I am working on the channel trailer. Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Oh, I'm only 100 RP from unlocking this vehicle, so next fucking match we'll have it unlocked. We do the next match, and the next match goes so badly that I'm 50 RP from the... Bad at this game is in my is in my channel tags for a reason, people. Admittedly, I could play Warthunder in a way that's way better, but but it's not it's not fun for me, and it's not as fun to watch in my opinion, because the way I'm good at playing is very conservative. I just saw a shell and I can't see what fired it. I'm in fucking danger. Oh boy, this match is going well. Oh well. Just think of how much the enemy team is enjoying this. Offbeat Scout 26, thank you very much for the follow. I wouldn't go back to that barber again. We're gonna spectate equal airplane for a bit. Yeah, they were mostly put on by Arvin rather than American forces. Yes, I am leading the war on boredom. The international war on boredom. This war is global, baby. Boredom is a state of being in which you are lacking of entertainment. As for why I'm at war with it, well, if the United States can declare war on the emotion of terror, then I guess I can declare war on the emotion of boredom. You know, why we're just declaring war on abstract concepts. Yeah, there is actually a lot of morale of, there is actually a lot of benefit to having your soldiers look fucking badass. The morale boost from looking cool is real. Well, the thing with the Vietnam War is both the PAVN and ARVN were very superstitious. They weren't a particularly modern society at the time. So superstitions really ruled over people, and so that sort of stuff really had a strong effect on both sides. The US tried to take advantage of it by trying to create audio propaganda that was meant to play into local folklore about ghosts and not being able to rest in peace because your body wasn't properly buried, only for it to end up working more on the ARVN troops than on who spent more time hearing it than on the PAVN troops. Yes. Yeah, I had a former boss who was actually a veteran of the PAVN who served in the Vietnam. No problem, hello, Guy. Hope you have fun. Hope to see you again sometime. Or not. I'm not your mum. I do hope to see you again sometime, but if you don't pop up again, don't worry about it. As I said, I'm not your mum. But you should call your mum if you don't live with your mum. She probably misses you. If you do not presently live in the same household as her, that is. Why am I being so awkward right now? Hey, crew replenishment. I've been after that for a while. Elevation mechanism next. And we have an open slot if anyone wants to take advantage of it and join in. I will mill about in hangar for a little bit just to give someone time to put their hand up because, you know, stream delay. God, all these cool vehicles and I'm not allowed to use any of them. But yeah, the former boss who I used to work for, who was a veteran of the PAVN, some of the things he told me about the war would get me thrown out of a fucking classroom if I mentioned them. Basically, some of the history is, some of the history we're taught in the West is warped in interesting ways. Sometimes to make us look better, sometimes to make us look worse. But yeah, whoever was saying we should drag me up to top tier air, if you want to spend the money on buying me an F-18 or a bloody Mirage 2000C, you're more than welcome to. But I am not going up. But I am not spending that money myself. No problem, no problem. Hey, don't knock being cannon fodder. It can be surprisingly effective. Is it on my wish list on Steam? I know the F5's on my Steam wish list as a case of if anyone wants to buy me this, feel free. But yeah, basically my attitude towards the whole suggestion of me being dragged to top tier air is buy me the damn vehicle to get up there. I don't think I've set up the Warthunder, anything in the Warthunder wish list. Yeah, it's empty. In which case... Can I... add to wish list? I'll also add that to wish list. Because I actually do want these Mirage F1. And that especially. Even though it's not a premium. Ah, well. Well, the highest pack premium in the French tree, which is what I will be doing air in if I do air, is the Mirage F1C. Which, as I said, is a vehicle I actually want. Because I am a Dassault fanboy and I like the French F-16. Because that's what this was meant to compete with. Yeah, that's just because the fucking F5s overperform and can be... And even if they didn't overperform, they can be operated by a complete ignoramus. And they still work well. This requires a bit more deliberate flight characteristics. Wonder, do we have the let's have a look at the skins. Oh. I was hoping we had an Iraqi Air Force skin. Because Iraq actually used these quite a bit. They bought them specifically for the Exocet missile. Yes, I am an Otokonoko or femboy in English. Yeah, Iraq bought the Mirage F1, not this particular variant. It was probably a lower grade variant. Do we have the no. We have the F1C preview. Unfortunately, we still don't have the Iraqi skin on the F1C. But yeah, Iraq under Saddam bought Mirage F1s specifically because they wanted a platform to use the Exocet missile from. None of those were the Iraqi skins, though it would probably be very similar to this desert skin. Yeah, they specifically wanted the Exocet missile for their war with war with Iran. Exclamation mark Discord will bring up the link to my Discord, or you could scroll down to the panels. But yeah, the where is the Exocet? They've got to have... If they don't have... If Gaijin did not put the Exocet in this fucking game, I swear... Yeah. And I will have to verify you real quick. Yeah, I have to manually verify everyone to give them full access to the... Yes! Yes, I'm very proud of myself with that name. But yeah. Yeah, they wanted the Exocet for their war with Iran. Basically, they wanted to sink Iranian oil tankers. We've got the Nord, but once again, do they not have the Exocet? The Super Entidad also had the Exocet. Iraq actually borrowed 5 of these from the Yep, and you've been verified. The beginner chat's just a place you can yell at me to verify you before you get the full server access. Just because I don't have the bot set up yet. I really need to get off my ass and set that up. But yeah, Iraq actually borrowed 5 of these Super Entidads from France. Like, they were literally loaned so they could get the Exocet missile into service immediately while they waited for their F1s to be produced. Yep. Well, these really were borrowed, because once the Iraqi F1s turned up, they literally sent them back to France, where they continued to serve in the French Air Force, and even actually served in the French component of Operation Iraqi Freedom. So when America went into Iraq in 2004, the French super entendards that were originally borrowed that Iraq originally borrowed actually did some naval patrol for in the Gulf for the French Air Force. The very same airframes. Yeah, the Israelis attempting to steal the Mirage 5s that they were training on. The thing is, Israel didn't actually intend to actually expect to successfully steal those Mirage 5s. The attempted theft of the Mirage 5s was a distraction from the fact that they were breaking into the office of Dassault to steal the blueprints, which were then used to create the Kafir. All right, let's get back into queue. Yes, I know. So in the my Discord, you'll find there's a channel labeled Warthunder. Post anything Warthunder related in there, including your screenshots. Oh god, there's so much fucking funny shit Mossad pulled in the Cold War. You can make a very successful streaming comedy out of it. Like, just the funny shit they did. Oh. The funniest thing I've heard, and I don't have evidence for this because this is all stuff that I had to hear from people, from individuals I know who've served in the IDF. Yeah, I know, I had to download it midstream. But yeah, stuff I've heard from individuals in the IDF include the fact that at one point, Mossad was so Germanized by Otto Skorzeny, who was a former Nazi commando that Mossad had working for them at one point. He helped. One of the things he did for Mossad was help reorganize them away from being just Nazi hunters into being the full intelligence agency they are today. At one point, Mossad were saluting the Israeli flag with the fucking Roman salute. That's how Germanized they got by Otto Skorzeny. I heard that from an ex-girlfriend who she claims she was only in the IDF commandos, but I'm fairly certain she was at one point Mossad. I'm fairly certain she was at one point in Mossad, based on some of the stories she's told me. There's a lot of 2 gig updates lately, partially because there are some breaks in the engine that's occurred, some vulnerabilities were discovered by hackers, and also because of infantry, as was mentioned earlier by Offbeat Scout. They're testing the next branch of infantry. I'll be curious what branch of Indonesia's Special Forces your uncle's in, because I know people in the Australian Special Forces who've trained with Indonesian Special Forces, and oh boy, it very much depends on which branch they are, whether I'm going to be complimenting your uncle or saying that you should probably not look up to him that much. Ah, fuck. Their Marine Special Forces are apparently complete boobs. Yeah. Indonesia's Marine Special Forces are apparently not very good, but their army special forces are apparently very competent. I haven't seen the new trailer yet. I'm probably going to check that out tomorrow. I'm not that excited for submarines, because who the fuck plays naval? Who the fuck plays naval? Infantry is probably going to come before submarines. I'm expecting a submarine prototype to be the April Fool's update. Which might also be why there's a bunch of 2 gig updates lately, because they're probably testing the the April Fool's update in the background. Oh, 64 without bots. I kind of like the bots. Like, I actually like the whole commanding a whole squad thing, and you can just respawn as the surviving bot squad member, but yeah. Apparently it's nap time for every German player. I'm gonna switch server, see if we get a match on a different server, and if it still takes another 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to ask Artyom to switch. I did not play any of the infantry betas. I didn't get in, sadly. I did expect it to be basically enlisted but modern day, was what I expected, and everyone I know who's played it has said it's basically enlisted but modern day. Which is what I was expecting. So I'm not that upset. Delicious water. It's going to be part of Warthunder. It's going to be part of Warthunder. The whole long-term goal for Warthunder is to turn Warthunder into the everything military game. That's very much Simcade. I think the only reason we're getting Warthunder Infantry is Enlisted has flopped. Like, I like Enlisted, but I could tell over a year and a half ago that the game had flopped. And I think, in all honesty, the reason Enlisted flopped is they chose to start with World War II. They should have started with, like, 1950s instead. Because self-loading rifles over bolt-action rifles with somewhat realistic damage models is just too much of a gap. And so Enlisted feels too play to win as a result.
Into your vehicle!
If they had started with, like, mid to late Korean War type loadouts for Enlisted, and then added World War II stuff as, like, working backwards for World War II stuff, like the World War I mode from War Thunder, when we have the World War I event, they were going to do it. 100%, and there's no problem with having premium guns and all that sort of stuff. The problem is when it's, Enlisted has the premium guns thing. The problem with Enlisted's premium guns is, as I said, you're comparing self-loading rifles to bolt-action rifles, but you have realistic damage models. That's too big of a gap to overcome in performance. can go back to 7.0 or 7.3 next round if Artyom wants to adjust his squad lineup to do so. I was going to head into Bravo, but I think I'm just going to sail on. Goodbye, R3. Wow, I'm having a good start to this match. I'm just gonna ignore the Tiger 2. It's not in the mouse looking thing. They're not looking at me and I can't pen them. So I'm just gonna drive on. And keep trying to flank people who aren't expecting to get flanked. Damn it, non-pen. Hide, hide. I'm actually doing very well here. Which is good, it gets me some decent RP. And I'm knocked out with my last round. Still, absolute menace there. I wish they would add the Australian Mirage Freeze as a premium to the British tree, to the British air tree. That would be very nice. Especially since there were actually a few unique elements to our Mirage Freeze, because we actually built them locally. Certain parts did come from France. They weren't 100% local production, but they were produced by the government aircraft factory down in Melbourne.
Victory in quote. Attack hostile base. 050. Height 2,000 meters.
I mean, for all I know, they have added the Australian Mirage Freeze. I'll have to have a look into that. Got the Warthunder wiki open, so I might as well just look it up now. Yeah, moments like that, you can almost be mistaken for thinking I'm actually good at the game.
Height 3,000 meters.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm just gonna park behind this house because I've pushed way up and Flank is what we want to do with this. Down you go. Come on, tree. I want to just cut those trees down. Expecting that to pen. There's the Mirage Free C. I'm looking for the Aussie Mirage Free. I mean, for all I know, it doesn't exist in Warthunder. And in fact, I was assuming it doesn't, but I want to double check. What is our designation for our Mirage Free again? I mean, we could just casually sit here and, wait, we're done. This match is over. Australian Mirage. Thank you very much for the follow, Senpai77. Welcome in, Private. Yes, I do call my community by privates. Yes, that does occasionally result in sex jokes. Yeah, I'm a little quiet at the moment. I'm reading up on Australian Mirage Free production. Mirage A3-3 was the first airframe built. Just trying to see if there was any designation that would help me find whether we have the Australian Mirage Frees in War Thunder. Free family, free 5 vehicles, yeah. No, we do not. There's the Shakak, which is the Israeli one. There's the Free C and Free E, the Free S in the Germany tree. Yes, that does mean your private Senpai. And then there's the Milan, which was a experimental version, okay. So no, we do not have the Australian Mirage Frees in War Thunder. Gaijin, please, Aussie Mirage Frees as a premium in the British tree, or an event vehicle. Third team. Two assists, 1 zone captured, 1 death. That's pretty good. Thank you very much for the posture check. We are over halfway to the T-34. Yay, another heavy tank. Thank you very much for the hydrate as well. 1 million pineapples, you're spending 1 million channel points to say, I have 1 million channel points. I don't expect that one to ever be redeemed. Yeah, if you click on one you can't afford, you can read the description, and the descriptions, I feel for that, is pretty self-explanatory. Nice, nice. China's a great, and Israel are great trees, honestly. The only issue I have with the Israeli tree is that it's a weird ass half tree. I've seen a fan-made full Israeli tech tree that makes me really wish Gaijin would just actually listen and make a full Israeli tech tree, like do the previous ranks. Because it's got some weird-ass unique vehicles that would be super fun at the low BRs. And China's fun because it's like a greatest hits of the Soviet and American trees. Yes, Drown. I have a previous another regular who used to from the Philippines who used to come by a lot, who was pushing for that, but he ended up giving up on it. Yeah, as stated, the China tree is just a fun little greatest hits of the American and Soviet trees. Grind challenge in the China tree. The peak version of the M41 Walker Bulldog. So for those who are unfamiliar, the M41 is my favorite tank, and this is the best version of the M41. The thing is, Air really put they really push for Air premiums more than ground premiums. I will play China in the future, but at the moment it's sticking with the US grind. I kind of regret not using China. I also regret not using Italy. I'm at the point where I am sunk cost fallacy into doing it in the US. Into finishing my grind challenge in the US, but oh boy, was it so tempting to use various other trees. The thing is, the US tree is the slowest to grind. But it's a tree I have the least gameplay experience with, so that's why I picked it. I've heard that as well, but that also makes sense because a lot of Air players just have no interest in playing low BR anymore. Which leads to Air at low BR almost never getting fucking updates to fix the problems that drive people away from low BR Air. Yeah, I've made my opinion on Air pretty apparent, that I just find it not fun. I do want to give it another try with a HOTAS, see if having a setup where I don't have all the flight assists makes it more fun, but we'll see. Reco's WT3, welcome in, welcome in. As I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Air myself. I repeat this all the time, it's too arcadey for me to enjoy it as a simulator, and too simulatory for me to enjoy it as an arcade. I'm gonna try cockpit view, HOTAS controllers. Why is my mouse not working? Rico, no problem. No problem, Rico. Yeah, I'm gonna try HOTAS controller cockpit view sometime later this year. See if that works. But yeah. We'll see what happens. Oof, sun dip in energy. Sorry, everyone. The sleepiness is catching back up. It's not called sleepy grind for no reason. I am gonna sleep well tonight. Watch me not sleep tonight. Subathon is something I've considered, but we'll see. We'll see when we're closer to May, basically.
Recon report. Enemy spotted.
The thing is, I don't want to be lazy with doing a subathon, or in my case, a donathon. Because I'd rather people donate to a charity than buy Twitch subs from me. But I don't want to half-ass it either, that's the thing. At the moment, I don't have a lot of free time to do stuff like marathon length streams and whatnot beyond my regular 5 hours, because I've got to work with these kittens I've got. Because these kittens, they are semi-feral. They need to be rehabilitated. That means actual work.
Spotted.
So it's not just hanging out with cute little kitties. There's lots of actual work that needs to be done. Can I get that tree cut down? Oh, well. Got him anyway.
Target destroyed. Recon reports. Enemy spotted. Up.
I can think of a lot of reasons not to like Madagascar, the movie. I like the penguins from Madagascar, but the rest of the movie kind of sucks. And even then, the penguins I like in like short bursts.
Recon reports. Enemy spotted.
Yeah, they have lots of variants and such. The China tree.
Recon reports. Enemy spotted.
There's also a lot of tanks of the China tree people think are upgrades on or variants and whatnot on Soviet tanks that are actually completely original tanks.
Recon reports. Enemy spotted.
At this BR, it's because you're typically not up against good ATGMs. You missed. But yeah, you don't really see good ATGMs until about 8.5, 8.7, except for those two fucking vehicles, the Marder and the Rattel, which get fucking Milans at like 7.7, and it's like, why the fuck are they getting Milans at this fucking BR? In the case of a Rattel 20, it's because it doesn't get played enough for people to really complain about it and point out that it really shouldn't be at that lower BR with fucking Milans in it. And I don't know why the fucking Marder's so low. I hear a helicopter. I hope it's friendly. It is friendly. Fantastic. That fucker. Oh no, it's a friendly Bradley. Bradley, what fucking BR are we at? I mostly play RB because well, somewhat because I like more realistic physics, but mostly because you get the more research points in RB. Though you get more crew XP in arcade. So if you want to level up a crew to make a vehicle perform as well as it can, it's actually better to grind in arcade there.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
That Chaffee looks fucking funny. It looks so goofy. Well, no, actually, the actual points you get, like the actual research points you get per kill, actually is different between RB and arcade. Same with the actual research points you get for crew XP. There is an actual formula to it. Among Us, it's because we've adjusted position so you can see the mini-map. Don't worry, you'll see the feet again. Does this satisfy you? Does this satisfy your craving for feet? That is genius. Okay, cat, please stop trying to get me to feed you for real quick. That is fucking genius. I have to shrink myself a little bit more because I don't want to block the X-ray. But here I am. All right, now I've got to adjust my windows. I'm gonna set my cruise control to 2. Well, then I hope to see you more active in the suggestions box channel. I'm not living here permanently, by the way, but this is fun. This is fun. This is a fun place to be. I don't know how I just got a teamwork fucking badge. I've just been in cruise control for the past 3 minutes. Hey, best squad! 1000 Civil Lions, 100 RP. It was a very mediocre match. I am very much in agreement. Right, once again, if anyone wants to join in, now's the time to join in. Okay, it's kind of weird when I'm floating here in hangar. Going back to my original home and it's still... no, that's not that great. Okay, I'm big now. These are my preset position settings. This one needs to be updated because I've changed my window size. But I'll be here while we're in hangar and then I'll fix it to a new spot. So once again, last call. Anyone want to join in? We've got 1 spot left in the squad. Bam, ba-da-dam, bam, ba-da-dam, bam. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't mind being dragged up. Among Us might not be that happy if we get dragged to 7.7 again. But if you want to just peace out because you don't have 7.3, that's fine. I'm not doing that right now because that involves messing with the layer settings in OBS, and that's a bit of a pain in the ass. No problem, Offbeat. It was nice having you here. Hope to see you again sometime. And if you don't turn up again, it's up to you. Fair enough, Rico. Fair enough. 4.7 is not particularly fun. Right, I'm going to set the to battle timer, and I'm going to put on the BRB toggle. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to run to the toilet real quick. And I am back. We're still waiting. Oh, I wish I could do more in the menu while we waited. Bum, 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 bum. Oh god, now the chat's blocking the vehicle stat window. This is the problem. There's so many things on the Warthunder UI. It's really hard to figure out where to put the streamer UI. That's why I can't wait to figure out what the hell's wrong with the widget so that the chat widget works properly. That way you can sort of see what's behind the widget. Because it's not completely solid like the window I'm currently capturing. That problem with that is Bandai Namco has a patent on loading games. It may actually I need to. The transparent chat is a chat widget. I can't get any of the multi-stream chat widgets to fucking work. Like, I just can't. I can't. None of them seem to work for me. I don't know why. I don't want to leave any of the different I don't want to leave any of the platforms out, which is why we use a multi-chat now that we can have multi-chat. And what about Kick? I don't want to leave all one of my Kick viewers out. Okay, I'm gonna slowly head this direction, and I'll just quickly bring this up, and we're going back to here. Okay, that's pretty funny. But yeah, the multi-streaming and trying to keep all the chats on screen at once, for some reason I can't get the things to fucking work for me, which is why this is the solution we've got, because this works. Just having a browser capture of the pop-out from Synchro, which I use to actually read all the chats at once. I do need to set a stream aside to be the stream where I try to figure this sort of shit out. But yeah. Fair enough, Rico. Fair enough. There's a lot of people a lot of wallet warriors who have less time than you and higher in the game because, well, they be wallet warriors. Alright, great, there goes my fucking turret ring. You'll do. This is a fun little place to hide.
Thank you very much.
Your PC must be pretty shitty then, because this game will run on a fucking potato if you want it to. No offense, by the way. We all use the PCs we can get. I thought I said repair. Let's try and find a position to, so the countdown timer till I'm fixed is visible on stream. Yay for white UI elements on white backgrounds.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Direct rotation mechanism fixed.
There we go. We've almost got the Leclerc. That's the holy grail of the French tree for me. Oh shit. Oh, that was bad. That went well. La 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 la.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours. Forward. Roger.
Yep, let's start moving forward. The 7.7 French line up. I'm looking that up right now. Like, I may stream War Thunder, but I don't have the entire fucking game committed to memory.
Height 500 meters.
I'm not Spook Street. This is not a great spot, but I'm gonna park here anyway.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Why is the War Thunder wiki shittier than it used to be? He does. But he still has stupidly, like, but his knowledge of the game is still pretty fucking full on. He's better than me. AMX 1390, that's a fun one. We've got the AMX 50.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
The Lorraine 40T, the EBR, the Soma SM. Oh, there is some fun stuff there.
500 meters.
If you like oscillating turrets, that is the place to be. I wouldn't be surprised that he played Sprocket. Like, it's literally build your own War Thunder. Nothing really happened to Sprocket. It's just it's been updated a lot, and it's now a bit more too complicated for flavor of the week YouTubers to just pick it up. Yeah, and the hype's gone because it's not new anymore. he not kill me? How am I the one that came out of that alive?
Tracks operational.
Well, yeah, the hype's just gone because it's not brand fucking new anymore, and a lot of people, because the hype isn't constant, haven't realized just how much it's been updated. The main thing that annoys me from Sprocket is Hamish has completely changed his roadmap, and now it seems like fucking Shell Commander isn't coming anytime soon. Not Shell Commander, Shell Designer. And Shell Designer is what I was most looking forward to. And Among Us is kind of right with that question, Rico. British is like one of the worst trees for someone new to the game to pick. No problem, Artyom. Thanks for joining in. Hope to see you again sometime. And if not, well, I hope you end up having fun wherever you end up. I know, but now it's apparently been pushed away, and now it's been apparently pushed somewhere very, very late in development, so it's not coming anytime soon, and it really annoys me because I want Shell Designer. Night, go get yourself some sleep. I mean, a lot of people pick the British tree because there's a lot of stuff far down that they really want to play because there is good stuff far down the tree. It's just that the start of the tech tree is really fucking hard. Like I would love to play for the Rui Cat. I would love the Oliphant Mark II. Where is the... not the Desert Warrior. Oh, it's the Vickers Mark III I would love. The Vickers Mark VII I would love. There's a lot of stuff I like. Yeah, bad as well. Autocannons and machine guns that actually work, I would very much like. Oh. Okay, so you're starting to get to stuff where it's actually decent. But a lot of these vehicles are still very particular vehicles where you have to really know what you're doing and how in order to play them. There's no simple just drive around and have fun vehicles in the British tree till about the where is it? Until the Centurion Mark III, the Charioteer, and the Rattel. Specifically the Rattel 20. The Rattel 90 is something very difficult to use. The Rattel 20 is stupid because it's at 6.7, yet it has a fucking Milan ATGM. No vehicle with that ATGM should be at fucking below 8.0. It is fucking stupid. It is such a dumb fucking fit placement for it. Hello, Cameron. Yes, Zoomer meme number. At the moment, no. For all you know, my pants are very long. But yeah, the other thing with the Rattel is it's a very low BR. Don't worry, no one gets the joke number. It's not actually funny. The joke is that it's not funny. So the thing with the Rattel is, it's fucking weak as shit armor-wise, which is part of the reason that it's at such a low BR. But the vehicle is so fucking big and empty with nothing to hit in it that the fact that it's got no protection doesn't mean shit. You fire a round into it and you hit nothing. Yeah, some kid on TikTok said 6'7" in a way that was kind of weird, and people were just laughing at it being kind of weird, and then adults heard it and was like, what the fuck are they laughing at? What the fuck? 6'7", which then turned it into an inside joke because haha, adults don't get 6'7". The joke is it was just someone said it in a funny way. It was literally the humor level of saying a woozle wazzle. Or meep meep or anything silly like that. And because adults kept going on and on about how they didn't get 6'7", so dumb, it's people finding it dumb and getting angry at it being dumb that maintained it for so long. Yes, it is funny to see that in real time. Ah, itchy, itchy, itchy. I've died some pretty dumb ways on stream. I need to find the stream where I died because I went over a jump that was a little too high and basically all my crew hit their heads and went bleh and died. I need to find that VOD because that would be funny in a channel trailer. Anyway, once again, last call if anyone wants to join in. And 1.1 million silver lions. Oh my god, it's going to be such a grind. It is going to be such a fucking grind to get this thing. Yeah, I've done that. I want to get to Charlie fast on the Finland map, I think it was called. I forget what the map is. People know what one I'm talking about. It's the Arctic one that I have where we have a sniping contest above a village. Anyway, I was like, I want to get to sea faster. Jumped off the cliff and everyone died when the vehicle landed. The top tier lineup's gonna be funny. M1 Abrams, M1 Abrams, M1 Abrams, M1 Abrams. Literally, I could fill my entire slot with Abrams and not repeat. All while staying in this fucking tree. Yep. Yeah, don't rely on your teammates to come and help you. I get unstuck. It never happens. Be thankful when they do it, but don't rely on it ever happening. Oh. Will say I can't wait till I'm at rank 6. I need 3 more vehicles in this rank. So that would be Sheridan, T-32, and M103. Teammates are enemies in blue. That's one way to look at it. Then I can get the American Gepard. Which is shit. But still better than the M163. Ooh. Then there's the Sergeant York after that. It was. It was never adopted. No, the Sergeant York is the M247. This is the XM246, which was competed against it in the same development contest. They selected the Sergeant York over this, but this one's closer to the Gepard because it uses the same cannons as the Gepard. Then you have the Sergeant York, which won the competition and was declared to be adopted and then wasn't adopted because it's like, no, it's really not performing well. Just use the just build more of these instead of gun SPAA. And it's Sergeant York, not New York. Yeah, this one didn't even go to production. Yeah, it's a pattern hull. This is one I am very much looking forward to. The Lav AD. Because let's have the M163 and give it stingers and put it on a much more durable fucking chassis. Yeah, but why would I drop kick a horse in the face, Cameron? Why would I do that? There's a few Shermans with that much pen. The Firefly is one of them. Anyway, to battle we go. If the horse drop kicks you, you've done something to the horse. Or you're stupid enough to walk behind the horse. Either way, you deserve the drop kicking. Bum 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 bum. Bunny vs. World! Welcome in, welcome in! How are you? Avro! Hello! Hello, hello! Yes, I fucking hate Spaceport too, Among Us! Thank you very much for the follow! Welcome in, Private! Yes, I call my community my privates, and yes, that does occasionally result in sex jokes. Also, why is that alert box not lined up properly? That's like the third time I've noticed that. Just casually plow through flammable barrels while I try to fidget with my alert box to get it freaking lined up correctly. Forza Horizon 5. I found Forza Horizon 5 rather disappointing. Quite a few. We started the stream with 186 followers. We're at 194. We're nearly at the big 200. Still nowhere near the 1,000 for the bet. I'm gonna bring up my YouTube shorts and let everyone who hasn't looked at the shorts know about the bet. Yeah, I'm very happy to not have to deal with Google Play ads. How is my machine gun the only thing they wrecked then? We'll do something for 200. Yeah, friendship is magic. Rico, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. No problem. We've got at least another half an hour of matches before I wrap it up for the night. Yeah, fuck you. And fuck your engine too. Hello, F-15. Welcome in, welcome in. Right now, I am annoying the crap out of a mouse because I just tracked it and then used the fact that I tracked it to fuck its engine up. And now it's about to get artillery dropped on it. Shit, he's moving. How did that not break your gun? Load, load, load. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. I ran out of ammo. No problem. Thanks for dropping by, F-15. I just ran out of ammo, but I got my first on-stream mouse kill. The problem now is we don't have a capture point for me to reload from. But yeah, that's the first time I've killed a mouse on stream. Not the first time I've killed a mouse, but the first time I've done it on stream.
Ready for action. Roger. Advancing. October strike.
All 10. All 10 of my rounds. Because I only, no, 8. I bring 8 with this tank. I've played it off stream before I was a streamer. I don't play it off stream now. But before I was a streamer, I played it off stream and yada yada yada. I've gotten mouse kills before. Really? I got a arty kill then. That, all in all, I'd say that's probably my 4th, maybe 5th kill of a mouse. That will be in your options menu, Rico. So options, sound. There is it. Volume. Okay, it's probably not in the available in the game options. But there's an option to have the languages match the vehicle. Hello, Among Us. I see you there. But yeah, we can now say I have killed a mouse on stream. Yes, hello. No problem, Rico. Thanks for dropping by. Hope to see you again sometime. Yep, you're more than welcome to, Avro. As I said, we've got at least one match left in us, possibly two. You know what? That's a good point, Among Us. I should probably put I'm not going to put it in the title, but I'll probably put it on screen somewhere with the text thing. And the reason I don't want to put it in the title is because it might change midstream. And it's easy to change stream titles on Twitch. It's a pain on some of the other platforms.
Mobility kill.
T-44-100. Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. That thing fucking ruins my day so often.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
Honestly, just having you be a Soviet would keep the T-44-100s on my side. Oh, that was disappointing. This is probably my best match of this ever on this map, which sadly isn't a very high bar. This map fucking sucks. Here we are. Once again, I forgot the controls midstream. Yeah, but you're allowed to use vehicle backups. Avro. And research boosters and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to get into, like, a suffering competition. I'm just pointing out, like, you can use the shortcuts that I can't. You still get your daily backups, don't you? T80UD. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good choice among us. Oh. Water. Water is wonderful. Alright, let's get straight into the queue. I forgot to select the spawn point and it defaulted me to the one I didn't want to be at. Oh well, looks like we're being different today. We're rushing A. Thank you very much for the posture check. Thank you for the smoke, kind soul. Nice, nice. I hope you enjoy your drink. Fucking hit the wrong button trying to hit 5 on short notice. Not sure what you're trying to accomplish by spamming lurk among us, but thank you for using channel points. I don't see any reason to limit lurk as a command. So yeah, you can spam it to your heart's content. At least until someone gives me a reason to limit lurk. the fuck did he not kill me then? Load, load, load. Thank you for showing me your lower front plate. Oh my god, that was... that was a tight situation. I got so lucky I managed to shoot out his barrel. I don't think that's what she said really works in this circumstances. Right, now I'm gonna try and push towards Alpha. You know, I said you can spam lurk to your heart's content, but if you keep spamming it to a point where I can't read chat, it may end up getting limited among us. Just a heads up. Honestly, that was an impressive shot. I mean, that's a way to use highlight my message, I guess.
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones.
Okay, unfortunately our team seems to be incapable of holding more than 1 point. So we're gonna lose. That was a hell of a push on B. Well, that was disappointing. Ah, fellow Aussie. I haven't unlocked any vehicle and it's been more than 5 hours. Anywho, I guess I'm going in M163. Skies are clear. Yeah, the team absolutely fucking look, they're all just casually sauntering off in random directions, not actually trying to push points. There was that good push on Bravo, but that was it. Sugoba, welcome in, welcome in. How are you?
We don't have the advantage anymore.
We are close to the end of stream, sadly, but we are going to have at least one more round, possibly two. So yeah, there's still time to enjoy stream. We are but we are in the wrap-up phase of stream. Is this seriously working? I wouldn't be able to tell you the amount of hours because it's spread across multiple profiles over the years, but I've been playing since not long after Ground was added. At least I got a kill with a fucking SPA. Ground kill with the SPA that they had there. I don't remember the year off the top of my head. What year was it they added Ground to Warthunder? Googling that real quick. Oh my god, if it's... Sure, you can absolutely join for the last match or two. Goddamn, I don't want to know about the new... This is why people are using freaking AI instead of search engines. You type a question into a search engine and it doesn't answer it. $2014. It would have been 2014. Really? Are you really doing this among us? Is this really what's going on right now? It's back. It's Among Us back. You pulled an Alucard on me. Okay, I'll start the queue. I'm gonna go to the loo real quick while we queue. And I'm back. I was actually trying to click on the toggle for BRB on on OBS and accidentally clicked on the actual BRB screen there. Because I've got the, you know, the white text BRB for when I want to keep the screen up. The private message. Welcome in, welcome in. We've just been playing War Thunder, grinding. I do a free-to-play grind challenge. At this point of the night, I'm not explaining the full rule set again. I really do need to make a clip of it pre-recorded that I can just play at a push of a button. This is either the last round or the second to last round of the night. We're pretty late into the stream. I've been streaming for 5 hours. Don't let the 3-hour timer fool you. About 2 hours in, I had to restart stream when the power cord on my PC snapped. Thankfully, I have spare power cords. They called me mad. Mad for hoarding random-ass PC cords. Yeah, there was 2 hours before I had to reset the whole PC. I put my toe on it. That's how it snapped. My PC lives under my desk in order to give me more desk space. After changing the cord, I also adjusted the PC's position a little bit so that I can't put my toe on the power cord anymore. Angie Pintero, thank you very much for the follow. No, it's just I move my feet around under my desk. Honestly, this is not a permanent home for the PC. I just don't have anywhere else for it to go at the moment. I need to buy some shelves and rearrange my room so I can move my PC to its permanent spot. Well, it's a hell of a grind you've got ahead of you, Avro. We'll do one extra round so you can join then. Just post your username in chat and we'll give you the invite after this round. Oh, Silver Lions, not RP. Okay, that's not that hard to grind, especially if you are... Yeah, I figured, Among Us. I figured. Why do you think I was so half-hearted when you started popping up in chat? Well, I got his turret ring at least.
Mobility kill.
I just had a feeling, okay? I had a gut feeling. Yeah, it was a weird ass fucking username. That's part of what made me think, oh yeah, this is probably just Among Us again. Yeah, I do get it. It was clever, but you had already pulled the let me pretend to be a newcomer joke once before. Like, I would have actually fallen for it if you hadn't have done the if you hadn't have pretended to be a newcomer in the previous round. And I'm not just saying that to be polite. I would have fucking fallen for it if this was the first attempt. Although you should have used a 5 in the for the S's instead of using a 4 for the A. In my opinion. I'm fairly certain you know my streaming schedule, but I'll repeat it again anyway, because who knows who in chat doesn't know my streaming schedule. I stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time / Australian Eastern Standard Time. You know, daylight savings and all that sort of bullshit. It happens. It happens. How did that not kill him? That was fucking bullshit. That was fucking bullshit. Yeah, you can always grind for more silver lions. It's not that hard.
Attack the A point.
I'm gonna be mildly annoying and yell at them to attack the A point. There's not many people actually seeming to try to push in. And you know, that's kind of important. Come on. Yeah, that does happen a lot. I find that rather annoying that you have to train each individual crew. Come on. Give me a damn targeting solution. Yep. I'm lucky that I'm not the one who died then. Yeah, this is gonna be the last round for the night, by the way. I was considering having a second of the last round, but I just pulled something in my back and it hurts like absolutely fucking crazy. I'm trying not to swear right now. I just swore anyway. Like, that, oh my god, that hurts. Oh! Oh, shit. Yeah, this is the last round. This is the last round for the night. Alright, Ferdinand got me. I don't have anything else I can spawn as. So I'll spectate the rest of the round and then we'll call it. And while we're spectating, I'll see who we're going to be raiding. He's back up. What? Fuck it. Fuck it. We're sending it back to Maxi.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Yeah, if I guess we're all out then. Alright, well, that stream, everyone. We're gonna raid Maxi, who surprisingly is streaming again. Alright, anyway, I'm General Chat. I'm in a lot of pain right now, so I'm not going to do a full sign-off. Hope to see everyone again sometime. And if not, I hope you have fun doing whatever you end up doing. Alright, bye.